everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy and look at this, another video. Wow, I'm doing big things. Okay, so in today's video I am really excited because I am going to be trying out the new Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. I'm so excited. I talked about in a previous video how I was so happy that there's going to be a lot of makeup brands that are just going to be embracing the summer theme, and so many palettes are not coming out with like these bright yellows and pinks and blues, and all I'm about that. And obviously Jeffree Star is one of those brands, and I'm really excited because the quality of his products are always very good. I mean, I have the Blood Sugar palette, which is amazing. And I have been a fan of his velour liquid lipsticks for a while, even though I'm horrible at using lipsticks. I tend not to use them mostly just because I forget. Like, lips are just like not my thing. My thing is eyeshadows. I love eyeshadow. So we're gonna try that out, and I'm really excited. I am not 100% sure what kind of look I am going to come up with, but we're just gonna go with the flow. So as you guys can see, my face is already done. I recorded before this a video using the new ColourPop No Filter foundation and also the concealers. So that should be up already, so I hope you guys watched it. If not, I'll leave a little link somewhere around here so you guys can take a look at that. In that video, I completely forgot to mention that I bought a bunch of ColourPop brushes. I completely forgot to add that onto the video, which is crazy. So I got 2 eye brushes, and I figured maybe I should use them today since I'm going to be making an eye look. I got the E1 and E9. Unfortunately, they don't say what exactly they're for, but that doesn't really matter. But yeah, they look like blending brushes. You know, I like the color of them and everything. I don't have a lot of variety when it comes to my brushes. Most of my brushes are all either Morphe or Sigma. As of late, I've been getting a couple of new ones because of the subscription boxes, so I'm excited to try these out. And I also got a couple of face brushes. So they are a lot smaller than I thought they would be. Like the face brushes, the top part where the bristles are, I don't know, they just seem very small in comparison. Because, for example, this is the, oh, this one doesn't have a number. Okay, I think this is meant to be a blush brush, but if I compare it to the blush brush that I use from Morphe, which is the E3, like, look how big that brush is in comparison. And like this part here, it's just, I don't know, they look so small. That doesn't mean they're not good. It's just, they're just small. But I don't know what, oh, this is, I got this as a highlight brush. I got this as a highlight brush because I've been wanting to kind of move away from the M510. So I figured this was small enough and nice enough to be a foundation brush, highlight brush. And I honestly don't know what I got this for. I'm looking at it now and I'm like, what in the heck? This is an F17. Why is it that this one doesn't have a brush number? What in the heck? This one is F5. I don't know what I got this for. I have to look it up to see what kind of brush this is meant to be. Did I get this to like contour my nose? And I don't even nose contour. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so let's get into it. So I'm going to open this box. I haven't even opened it. I just literally took it out the box today. Oh, it's just so pretty. Look at that. It's so crazy because I've been looking at this palette for the longest time online, and to finally like have it in front of me is kind of like, oh, this is a real thing. It sounds ridiculous, but so this palette is $48, and I also got the a lip scrub. I love lip scrubs because my lips need it. There's a lip scrub. This flavor is the pink lemonade. Actually, let me take it out because I am dying to know what this smells like. And you know, Jeffree is always talking about how his lip scrubs are edible because they're vegan. So I'm all about that. Oh my goodness. It smells so good. It's good. I'm excited to try that out. I'll try that some other time. So let's go into the palette. Oh, the lip scrubs retail for $12 if you're interested. I know that they get sold out very quickly. I'm pretty sure the pink lemonade one is probably sold out because, I mean, who doesn't like pink lemonade? So the box has like this embossed, I guess it's like water. It's supposed to be like drips of water because, you know, it's thirsty. Okay, so we open the palette. First and foremost, oh my god, these colors. The palette has a huge mirror, which I love because I love being able to use the mirror of the palette, especially when I'm doing my own makeup and I can be like up close and be like, and these are the colors right here. The gold one, you see the gold kind of like try to escape. It kind of looks like they put too much pigment on the pan and it's kind of like breaking away. But that's the palette right there. So we have 5, 10, 15 shadows. And we have 5 metallic shades. 2 of them seem to be very like glittery, and well, yeah, they all look very glittery. And then we have 10 mattes. We have, I feel like there's a really good selection. I feel like there's a really good selection between bright colors and also bright colors. Look at that yellow. And these 2 right here, I love this blue and this green color. This coral color is calling my name. This pink color is really beautiful. These are beautiful transition colors, especially for people of color. I feel like these transitions, these colors are going to be very beautiful. There's like this cool tone brown down here, which I normally don't use those kind of colors because I feel like they don't look really nice on me. But everything just looks very beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to swatch a couple of colors. I'm going to swatch some mattes and then I'm going to swatch some bright colors. So I'm going to start with Kumquat. Ooh, they feel so soft. That's Kumquat. Where can I... I'm not the best at swatching. I'll tell you that, guy. I'll tell you that right now. There's Kumquat. I have like all these burns on my freaking arm because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to curl my hair. I don't know if this is even focusing, to be honest. It's focusing on my... That's Kumquat. Let's do bitch. That's funny. Oh my god, this color looks so pretty. Look at that. That's bitch. It's like this really pretty coral color. And let's take Snatched, which is a very glittery kind of color, and it's like a copper, like a pinkish copper, and it just looks so pretty. Oh my god, look at that. it just looks so pretty. Wow, that's really pretty. And let's dive into Quench, which is that yellow that is just like the thing now for palettes to like have these kind of colors. I mean, it looks very bright. Look at that. It looks almost neon. I don't know if the camera is really picking it up. I mean, this thing, it tends to focus on everything except for what I want it to. I don't know if it's really picking up how bright it is, but it is very bright. It's very bright. So I'm not really sure, again, what kind of look I'm gonna do. I know that I want to use Quench. I want to use Bitch. I want to use Submerge and Splash, which are the blue and that green. I want to make a really colorful look. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to prime my eyes, because I never use eyeshadow without primer. And mainly I mean, obviously primers for your eyes are necessary because it helps for the colors to pop and to stay, but also and this is something that I talked about in I got too much, that I talked about in my previous video where I used the Alamar Cosmetics palette, is that my eyes, they fold a lot because they're chunky. So they tend to fold a lot, and what happens is that the color transfers, and when the color transfers from your lid to like the top part of your eye, what happens is that it messes it up. Like, I feel like the color loses its intensity a lot. So that's why I use the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish primer, because it doesn't allow for my eyelids to get oily, and also it doesn't allow for the colors to transfer. Okay, so I'm gonna move a little closer. First thing I'm going to do, like a disclaimer, is that I mean, obviously, if anybody's watching this, you probably like, duh, but I'm not a professional makeup artist, so I'm not gonna pretend that I'm gonna like give you a tutorial on how to do this, because I'm not particularly the best at makeup application. I'm just an enthusiast that loves makeup, and I am pretty much learning as I go, honestly. So I am going to take this brush, this ColourPop brush right here, and I'm going to dip into Quench. Oh wow, that brush is coated. Okay, and I'm going to pop that into the corner of my eye, and I'm also going to take it all the way up around my eye. I like putting yellow on the corner of my eyes. I just think it looks really cute, and like it gives a really tropical vibe. I just really like it. This brush is feeling kind of like really stiff. I mean, it feels good to like pat on the color, but I don't know how good it is to like blend it out. Okay, so next I'm going to take a fluffier brush. I'm going to try to use this other ColourPop brush, which is the E1. It has a fluffier tip. And then I'm going to use Bitch. And I'm going to apply that. Oh my goodness, that looks so like almost neon on the brush. I'm going to put that right under that yellow, and I'm just gonna blend that all the way down to my eyelid. And if I'm not mistaken, it should create like a sort of like an orange with the yellow. Okay, so this is what I've come up with after a couple of minutes of finagling, because the ColourPop brushes weren't really doing much for the packing and everything. So I switched to a different kind of brush, to the M433, and I used the Morphe E22 as well to kind of put back some of that yellow into the corner of my eye. This eye is definitely not looking as nice as this one. I always have an issue with this eye that I can never 100% replicate how the look I'm doing. So I feel like the yellow on this one is kind of getting lost in the sauce, but oh well. Let's focus on this eye, shall we? So I was planning on, I don't know if maybe some glitter has appeared on my face. I don't know from where, how, or why, but it's there. So what's up, girl? Welcome. I'm thinking I want to put some glitter somewhere. So I'm thinking that I'm going to take Lick, which is that golden color that is right there, and I also want to take this color right here, which is Snatched, and I want to apply that somewhere. So Lick, I think that I'm going to apply in the corners, like in the very, very corners, to kind of glitterify, if you will, the inner corner. So let's do that. This brush is not really, I think that this gold is a little bit too like creamy to be picked up with a brush. At least not this type of brush. I was trying to use this kind of, the E17, but I don't think it's working out. So let me see with a synthetic denser brush using the E18. I mean, it's probably one of those colors that will look a lot better if you put them with your fingers, but I can't really apply inner corner colors with my fingers because it's just a mess. You see, like, you can't really see it. I mean, it's there, but it's looking hella subtle right now. Actually, let me see with Filthy Rich, which is this glittery kind of greenish yellow that's right next to it. Okay. Now we working. Now we working, girl. I mean, did I swatch Lick? I don't think so. Yeah, you see you touching it and it's like, because look at that color, right? I mean, that's beautiful. And if I swatch it on my arm, it is beautiful. You you see? But it's one of those colors that you have to put it with your fingers so for it to look really nice. So if I would just take that color and just put it all over my eyelid, perfection. And probably a more skilled person than me could probably put that on their inner corner with their fingers with no problems. But if I do that, I would put that, even if I take like my pinky, I would put it and it would smear literally all over my eye because I'm a mess and I don't know what I'm doing. So, but this color Filthy Rich, which is the one that's next to Lick right here, this color is looking fucking beautiful in the inner corner. Like, it's so glittery, and it's not pulling green. I'm assuming it's because I'm layering it on top of the yellow. So that's really nice, even though I wouldn't have minded if it pulled green anyways, because I think it would have looked really nice too. But I love. Okay, so now I'm going to do the inner corner. I mean the waterline. The lower lashes. And I'm kind of nervous because I want to make sure that it looks nice and it doesn't look like a mess. So I'm gonna clean off this ColourPop brush to get rid of that yellow, because I kind of want to use this brush for the lower lash line, because it the size of it and like the stiffness of it seemed really good. Pause. Gotta pause that, sis. Okay. So, boom. Sometimes when you get new brushes, well, not sometimes. Technically, anytime that you get a new brush, you should wash it, you know? If you're trying to be, smear this. If you're trying to be like a hygienic person. And also because when you wash it, it kind of like loosens it up a little bit so that it's not so difficult to work with. So that's a recommendation. If you ever get a new set of brushes and you're like, why is this not working as well as I want it to? Try washing it first. So my plan is, I think I'm going to put Submerge in this corner right here, like until the middle of my eye, and then I'm going to put Splash right here at the end of my eye to connect it with the inner corner. Let's see. Let's do it. Oh, I think this brush is a little bit wet, but it's all right. Oh yes, this is a nice color. Actually, to kind of intensify it and also to really pinpoint where I want it, I'm going to take a flat definer brush, and I'm just going to go and right under my lashes, I'm going to pack that right there so it's as close to my lower lash line as possible. It's that perfect kind of blue where if you do like a really neutral color, like if you do just a brown kind of smoky eye, you can put this as a fun pop of color and it would just look really pretty, and I think it won't look too like overwhelming. Ooh. Okay, now I'm going to take Splash. This is going to be either really cool or it's going to look like an absolute mess, and I'm going to put that on the inner part of the detail with you. Unless you're like really close, you can't really tell a difference. I mean, I can tell the difference obviously because I'm looking at it, but they're looking pretty similar right next to each other. Like that green is kind of like the blue in the sense that if you put that on your lower lash line with like a, or just use it as a pop of color with like a neutral look, it won't look too overwhelming. Okay, so now I'm going to take this kind of like light skin color called Parched, and I'm going to put that on my brow bone. So I do this to kind of clean it out and to give it some definition. I'm done with the eye look. So I was going to put some eyeliner on, but then I figured I feel like a black eyeliner would be too intense. If I had like a different color eyeliner, maybe I would have tried it, but I don't. The only thing I have is just black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my eyelashes, and then we're going to put on some falsies. I feel like lashes do make the look, whatever look you're pulling off, so much better. Okay, so another thing that I want to try out that I got recently was these lashes. It is the very famous Lily lashes in the size, the style Miami. The mink Miamis. Every single person in the planet and their mother talks about Lily lashes. They're so popular online. I mean, oh my goodness. And I've been in quite the lash kick lately. I don't wear lashes every day, obviously, because why would I do that? But I do like wearing them when I go out and that sort of thing. It just makes, you know, your eye look just pop and look really pretty. But I have heard from people like online and whatnot that like if you have small eyes, or in my case, because my eyes tend to kind of like my eyelids, because they fold so much and they kind of swallow up whatever I have, I don't know if this style of lash is really going to look nice on me, or if it's going to look like really exaggerated and kind of like too much. But we're going to find out. I mean, these are really pretty. I mean, I don't think I have to talk about these lashes too much. I'm pretty sure that if you've been on the internet watching beauty influencers for a while, you would have heard of Lily lashes. Okay, and the lashes are on. Whoa. These things are long and spidery. Holy hell. I mean, oh my goodness. I feel like I can't stop looking at myself in the mirror, because I'm just like, that's a lot. I always have a problem with like really getting into the corner here and kind of like knowing how to stick it properly. That's what she said. The only problem with these kind of lashes though, when they're so like fluffy and big, is that they kind of, I feel like it looks kind of out of proportion with my lower lashes. Is like, obviously these are fake because my lower lashes aren't this fluffy and big. So I don't know. I do like though that they're not just like fully up like this, like they go out and then up, so it does allow for the makeup under my eye and like my actual eyelids to kind of still be visible. I mean, I can feel the tip of these eyelashes touch my brow bone. They're very long and very dramatic. I'm not mad at them though. I kind of like it. I know that it will look very pretty when I'm gonna take pictures. So, and they're very comfortable as well. I don't feel my eyes heavy or anything like that. I think I put this one on a little bit better though, because I really don't feel this one. I feel this one a little bit more. So, but that's just me being an experienced person that I am. Okay, so let me just finish this up with some lipstick and then give my final thoughts. Okay, so this is the final look. I went with this brownie nude color from Ofra, which is Verona. This is another color that I got from the subscription box. If you guys saw that video, you should have seen this color. But yeah, I really like this color. I mean, this eye look, it looks really colorful and pretty. I think that the lashes kind of elevate it and make it look a lot more, definitely a lot more dramatic, but kind of like it ties all together and just looks really pretty. Overall thoughts on the palette. I mean, I really like the palette. The colors blended very easily into one another. I think that they're very pigmented. Some of the colors did have some kickback. Like the colors that I used, essentially Quench and Bitch. They did have some kickback when I was putting in the brushes, although I will say that they gave more kickback when I was using this brush, and this brush is very stiff. So I don't know if it was because of the stiffness of the bristles that kind of caused for the colors to kick up. But it did have a little bit of like a kickback. Personally, I don't really care for that. Like, I don't really care if it has that or not. I mean, ColourPop has a lot of kickback, and a lot of other palettes do, but that doesn't compromise their quality, so I don't really care for that. I think that the Thirsty palette is definitely very wearable, because it has these colors here, like Kumquat and Stroke, and this color right here, Drizzle and Subtle and Parched. Like, all those colors that are in the corners right there, you can very much make like a normal everyday wearable look and just punch it up a little bit by using the colorful colors like Submerge and Splash and Quench. Even the color like Taste Buds and Bitch, which are very like pinky bright colors, you can put that as a transition color and just put Stroke or Drizzle and just darken it up a little bit, and you'll still have a really nice wearable everyday kind of look. I cannot get over these lashes. Like, these lashes are just fucking insane, but I like it. The shimmery colors, I mean, Filthy Rich, I have it in my inner corner. It just looks freaking beautiful. The other ones swatch really nicely. They're very creamy. They're those kind of colors that apply very well with your fingers, or if you take a brush and wet it, it will probably look a lot better than just with a dry brush, you know, my humble opinion. I think that this palette is a lot more wearable than Blood Sugar. Sugar Blood. It's a lot more wearable than Blood Sugar, just because that other palette has a lot of pinks and reds, and those colors can be a little bit more difficult to make wearable for like everyday, for the everyday person that's just going to work. If you're a person like that, you're not really into like collecting makeup, but you want to support Jeffree, or you want to try one of his palettes, I would go with this one, because it's great for the summertime, and also it has really nice wearable colors. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and leave a comment down below. If you've tried this palette, if you've tried any of Jeffree Star Cosmetics, let me know what your opinions are in regards to that. And I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. Bye.